it strong.
Japan sends fighter jets to Philippines for first time in Air Force exchange. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel today. We have some exciting news to share as Japan and the Philippines deepen their defense cooperation. This is the first time Japanese fighter jets have arrived in the Philippines as part of the Air Force exchange program. Relationship that develops between the two nations and could have implications for regional security and geopolitics. Let's dive into the details. Japanese fighter jets arrived in the Philippines for the first time as the two sides deepen defense cooperation. The two Japan Air Self-Defense Force F-15 fighters landed in Clark Air Base to the north of metropolitan Manila. The Philippines is just the third country where the Japan has dispatched fighter jets, joining the US and Australia. The Air Force Exchange Program, which began November 27th and will last through Sunday, could complicate Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s attempts to build a relationship with China, a vital trading partner that has territorial disputes with Manila in the South China Sea. The arrival of the Japanese jets demonstrates the stronger cooperative relationship between the two countries, Lieutenant General Connor Anthony Canlas, the Philippine Air Force Chief, told Nikkei. Strengthening cooperation between the Japan Self-Defense Forces and the Philippine military will not only aid Japan's national security, but it will also lead to both countries actively contributing to the peace and security of the international community, Japanese Defense Minister Yasukazu Hamada told reporters Tuesday. Japan and the Philippines are deepening defense collaboration. In April, the countries held their first 2+2 talks between diplomatic and defense chiefs in Tokyo. Japan is exporting 4 units of an air defense radar system that detects incoming fighter jets and missiles. Japan has also transferred 2 patrol vessels to the Philippines. Last month, the Philippine Navy patrol craft Conrado Yap conducted drills with Japanese destroyer Harusame near Subic in the Philippines, facing the South China Sea. Japan and the Philippines would like to have a VFA, Visiting Forces Agreement, in order for the Japanese troops to conduct exercises in the Philippines, Jose Faustino, the officer in charge of the Philippines National Defense Department, said last month. The Philippines shares a VFA with the US and Australia, so an agreement with Japan would lead to Manila conducting 4-way exercises with Japan, the US and Australia. The Philippines is also deepening defense cooperation with the US, a military ally. In late November, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris visited Palawan Island in the Philippines, near the disputed Spratly Islands in the South China Sea, in a clear signal to China that Washington is engaged in the region. Meanwhile, Manila and Washington have agreed to build additional joint training facilities on Philippine soil. The facilities will be able to store ammunition, fuel and medical supplies that could play a vital role in the event of a South China Sea or Taiwan crisis. The Philippine Constitution prohibits foreign troops stationed in the country without the ratification of a treaty by the Senate. In the early 1990s, U.S. forces left Philippine bases after lawmakers rejected a deal that would extend the use of the bases. That withdrawal diminished the presence of the U.S. troops in the region, opening the doors to China's growing presence in the South China Sea. Early in the last decade, then-President Benigno Aquino attempted a course correction with U.S. use of bases, but his successor Rodrigo Duterte shifted focus to economic relations with China. Marcos has emphasized cooperation with Japan, the U.S. and Australia. The Mutual Defense Treaty with the U.S. is continuously under negotiation and under evolution, Marcos said as Japan's fighter jets touch down on Philippine soil for the first time. The cooperation between the two countries reaches new heights. The strengthening of defense ties and the possibility of joint exercises signal a renewed commitment to regional security. We'll keep a close eye on how these developments unfold and their impact on the complex geopolitics of the South China Sea. That's all for today. Make Soreto hit that like button and for more updates. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.